Well, I have it on. I have it on screen too, but yeah, we'll need to put that in the description next time. Looks like we're live now. Let me queue up the comment thing here. Airplane mode. Refresh.
Yeah, definitely shoot me a link of the video when you have a chance. I want to spread it real quick.
Check, check. Check, check. Okay, cool. We're just getting started, guys. Sharing some links.
What's up, guys? Yeah, we're just getting started. Just be like 1 minute. And then we have like tons of freaking excellent information for you.
Ah, shit. Ah, shit. I gotta edit the description on this topic. It copied part of the Facebook message saying it was sent from you. I think I can do it on my phone now. If you want to start talking, go ahead. I'm gonna try to edit the description on this live.
Okay. I just want to drop a few more links. Just be 1 second. Something came through in the description.
Yeah, I copied from the Facebook Messenger. It said it was sent from you. And I want to destroy that.
Oh.
Yeah. Not a big deal.
You ready to get rolling?
Yeah, you go ahead. You can start if you're ready.
I mean, are you ready?
I'm gonna try to fix this, so you can start talking.
All right. So where the first thing I'd like to talk about is, first I'd like to say thank you very much for joining us. Whoever's watching right now, my name's Mike. This is my great friend Corey over here. He got me started in Bitcoin, and we got rolling like before the cycle of 2017, or right in the beginning of it. That's when we like went hard. So we seen like immense gains in 2017. We know how to navigate through this space. We just want to provide our knowledge to you. Yeah, that's where we're at. So without further ado, the first thing that I'd like to talk about is where's the crypto market going? Are we going up? Are we going down? Where are we going? Like for the next few days and for the next week and for the next month. What I'm looking at is specifically a thing called the 20-week moving average. So basically what that is, it shows this line right here, this red line in this chart. It's showing measured against the US dollar if, and I feel strongly about this, we are going to touch that 20-week moving average. That's right around, it looks to be 45.2K at the moment. I've seen I have a few other charts that like could measure it in the 44 or 45K range in between, whatever. We're looking at around 45K. That's where I see us going. The reason why, we haven't touched this 20-week moving average since October. We've been in like this monumental vertical upward movement, and we haven't seen a touchdown to it yet. So it really, for the market to be healthy, or for this Bitcoin cycle to be healthy, it needs to touch that. It would make the most sense. I literally watch tons of content and factor in many things. I'm not going to ever pretend that I'm like some kind of charting expert or anything like that. What I am really good at is putting the pieces of the puzzle together. For that same reason is why like 3 days ago, I seen that this 20-week moving average hasn't been touched since October, and I said it's far overdue. Like we're like 6 or 7 months separated from October. We haven't touched it yet. It's time. I've seen other big name YouTubers that are quoting, "It'll never go under 47K." Again, never again. It will. And it will do it within the next 5 to 6 days, 5 to 7 days max. Factoring in that the October, that we haven't been there since then. Factoring in also, we've got a ton of CME futures contracts that expire on the 30th of this month, on April 30th. So that typically drives down the price. When you have a lot of people that have futures contracts that are saying the price is going down, and they're they're shorting it. They're making it go down, essentially. They have that ability with the futures contracts. I see that being a big effect. I don't think it'll push all the way to April 30th, so I don't think down until then. Maybe they'll let up a day or two before. So maybe on the 28th or 29th, we'll see it let up. And then we'll see things start to organically grow the way that they're supposed to, besides people pushing it down. That's what I'm seeing in the short term. I pulled a gigantic position. I had $43,000 in Cardano, and I pulled that because I seen opportunity. I needed to for this other thing I had going on. I needed that money for insurance, and B, I knew even in the short term, even if I didn't have to use it for the insurance for what I have going on. I knew that I could make money. I knew that if I sold at this point and it just tanks, I can buy back in lower. Ultimately, the name of the game: buy low, sell high. Most people have that reversed in their brain.
But, they see the price going up, they want to buy in. It's like, no, that's the opposite. You should be selling now. That's a fact. So, and I seen somebody else say that in the group the other day. They're like, yeah, buy low, sell high. And I'm like, yeah, that's what Corey just said. Naturally, our brains are thinking, we see something rising, we want to jump on that rising rocket, and we want to ride the rocket. What's messed up is all the real money has been made by the people that bought it before the rocket ride began. And what's real about that, too, is they're all taking profits by the time the other people jump in. So the other people jump in right at the last second. The people that jumped in before, they take profits, and the new people get tanked. Yeah, they become They become like the new line of support, like their resistance. Actually, they're like the new bag holders, people that get in late.
Yeah, you're right. That's a great point. Yeah, then they sit there, they hold the bag. It becomes the line of support. My friend just said, "Hey, you're using my chart." Yeah, like definitely. Shout out to Randy. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Randy.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend that I'm some charting expert. I know other people are. I have them as resources. They're great people.
Thank you very much for your help. But again, yeah, I'm just putting together the pieces of the puzzle. So more than likely looking 44, 45K test, and then we're going to move up. It's also a slight chance that we could touch that, and that 47 becomes some line of resistance, and we see some sideways and like rebuilding for 3 or 4 weeks. I personally don't foresee that happening, but anything's possible. That could happen. I personally see we'll bounce because there's so much support. There's so much awareness. So many people want to buy Bitcoin, including huge corporations. So if they see it at 44 or 45, and they see, and their charting guys say, this is the 20-week moving average, there's a strong chance we bounce from here, they're all going to buy. That's what I personally believe. And then we see things.
Yep.
Then we're moon boys. Like, that's us. To the moon. What do you think, Corey?
I mean, there are reasons why Bitcoin isn't just going to go straight up. It can't. It's healthy for it to go down. It's got to discover a price. Now, yeah, we've already hit a all-time high, and we've dipped back down from that. But there are reasons. I mean, there's different things in the news, like the president announcing some wants to double or wants to make the capital gains 40%. That scares people. We got the CME futures expiring next week on Friday. Happens every month, last Friday of the month. This is a weekend now. Prices are always crazy on the weekends. I think Monday we'll start seeing it come up, and then later in the week drop before the futures expire. We did see some charts. This chart is indicating like 45K. We saw another one Mike shared with me. I think, is this it? No, there's is that it, that moving average?
Yeah, that's the 20-week moving average. That's the one that I seen that put it at in between 44 and 45.
Oh, there it is. I couldn't see the prices. Yeah, they were just out of the screen there. Yeah, that was between like 43 and 45K.
But keep in mind that moving average is normally like moving up, so I mean they could meet at like 44 or 45,
right?
In like a week or whatever. Yeah, that's what I see, and yeah, that's a great point. That if it jumps on Monday, which is totally possible, we could see a little bit of up and down in between then. That would bring the 20-week moving average up a little bit, and then they would meet potentially at a crash middle of next week, possibly Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, like the stock market trading guys that are in the crypto now, they normally don't trade on weekends. They have that in their mind that I trade Monday through Friday. So when they get in there on Friday or Monday, they will make some trades, and you'll see Bitcoin either go up a few thousand or down a few thousand. I think it'll go up.
That, and also I don't think the futures contracts trade on the weekend because they're essentially stocks.
Right. Yeah, I think they're hosted on London Stock Exchange.
Right. So futures trading, if there's no puts and calls and no longs and shorts, that can affect the market too. So that's why. Yeah, and a lot of moving parts.
Lots.
But that's my prediction. I think we're going down for the next few days. I'll be looking to buy back into Cardano, maybe around $1 or maybe around 98 cents or 95 cents. That's my price targets. More than likely, we'll see it.
Where are we at on prices now? Let's take a look and see.
I think Cardano's at around $1.12 or $1.10.
This is Coin 360. I'm sure a lot of you've seen it. Maybe some of you haven't. It's good visually. You can see market caps just by size of their squares. Bitcoin obviously dominant, 51%. Ethereum second. BNB, and then I can't tell. XRP looks like it's number 4. But $1.12 for ADA.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it was like 98 cents the other day. Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
That's right. So it was 98 cents the other day. So we'll probably see lower. I wouldn't doubt it to see it like 92 cents or 90 cents if we see BTC touch down to 44K. The reason, guys, whoever's new or doesn't understand this big factor, the king is Bitcoin. So if the market moves down, like if Bitcoin moves down significantly, a few $1,000, the market will always follow. Like it matter if it takes like an hour or 16 hours or a day, it'll come back down. It'll follow the big guy.
Want to jump back to our other topics we had on the list here? Let's see.
Let's see what we got.
Where'd they go? Okay, number 2, we had, we did that, the 20-week moving average. What altcoins to buy?
Oh, dude, great question. All right, so shout out to Shua. I was just talking to him on Facebook Messenger yesterday. If you're watching this, bro, what's up? So he's curious. He said, like, hey, if I had $400 or $500 or even $4,000 or $5,000, what kind of coins would I buy right now? Me personally, I like Bitcoin a lot because it has the least amount of risk. But if I was in a position where I had $400 or $500, I don't think I would touch Bitcoin because it's probably not going to see the most gigantic gains compared to altcoins. Where do we go? We go down the list. We look at Ethereum. Ethereum is a monster. It's been around for 5 years. It's very well trusted. It's a real project. They're building the heck out of it. There's a friggin' metropolis, like cities and worlds that are built all over it already. It's very safe, in my opinion. It's not very high risk. That is one I would go for. It's still going to have monumental gains. My other ones are VET. That's VET. That's VeChain. Y. They've got insane partnerships. Real product again. They're doing things. The other one, Cardano. Same thing. Real project doing things. Everything's transparent. You see the freaking CEO talking to you on YouTube. Everything looks good with those projects. So those are my picks. If I had just a few $100 or a few $1,000, that's where I'd be. What do you think, Corey?
I would throw BNB in the mix too, just because they've been gaining pretty strong lately, and their fees are just so low compared to really anything trading.
That's a valuable point. Yeah, that's a biggie.
They are centralized a bit, but it's also Binance has their name on it. Binance is huge. Just look at their exchange. Like, they have many exchanges actually, and they all have huge market caps.
They have wormed their way into the game as like a big player. Binance is a gigantic player, so it is I would say it's a safe bet. The one risk I see with that is, like, if only, and this is only if like people started to say, hey, this is centralized. This is like this is against everything that crypto was made for. I haven't seen that yet. People are probably just super happy with the cheaper fees. Makes perfect sense. But that I could see that. And you know what? It's so weird. I said that and I had that thought like a week ago, and then I was watching Chico Crypto on YouTube. He said the exact same thing. He despises anything Binance. He won't go to Coin Market Cap. He won't look at anything Binance. He thinks it's like a, I don't know, scammy or something.
I get that. I mean, also, CoinMarketCap has gone to shit since they bought it. In my opinion. I said CoinMarketCap, in my opinion, has just gone to shit since Binance took it over. It's just, I don't like it at all.
Yeah. It falls into that narrative that, like, Binance, can I trust you? So that's my concern with that. Do I hold some? For sure, because there's still insane potential. The coin could fly through the roof. Especially if Ethereum has any like delays in the project, things are expected, the community is expecting them to do so. There could be a lot of people that bail on it if there's some big gigantic delay or mess up with fixing things with the fees and all that stuff. People could flock to Binance. Binance BNB coin could go through the roof.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Also, I did just pick up a bunch of 100 cake yesterday. It was Pancake Swaps coin.
You grabbed some cake?
I grabbed 100 of them. Yeah.
You animal.
I know. Well, if you're gonna get BNB, you might as well get cake as well. I mean,
cake's been pumping. I grabbed some cake when it was at like I think $22 or something, and it didn't do anything for like 2 weeks. It was bleeding, so like I bailed, and now here, of course, it pumps. Welcome to crypto.
Yeah. So PancakeSwap, they're doing some update. So they're moving over their LP tokens to a new version 2. There may be some kind of airdrop coming soon with PancakeSwap.
You still got all the notepads all over the screen.
Oh, that's just you. No one else can see that. That's just you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
So thanks for bringing that
So
up.
what are we doing?
Yeah, they're doing some update PancakeSwap with their liquidity pool tokens. They're making some update on it. You got to roll over to a V2 if you're invested in any of these coins. Take a look at PancakeSwap and make sure you migrate. I think there's going to be some type of airdrop too coming soon, like we saw with Uniswap token earlier this year.
Oh yeah, shoot!
Remember that? That was nice.
I could just learn how to use PancakeSwap, whatever that exchange is. I hate issues with that.
Also, I mean, if you don't want to use PancakeSwap, you can also just use MetaMask, and there's a swap function. You can just trade coins inside your wallet, which I've seen it before. Mike uses it all the time, I think, because he was like, how do I swap these? And I was like, oh, you can use that. So he showed me how to use that, and it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's an aggregator. It searches all the decentralized exchanges for the cheapest price.
Yeah, like that.
So that's pretty cool.
CoinMarketCap. I found this the other day. The most viewed pages. It's CoinMarketCap, so like we said, I don't know if I trust it, but it just shows you like the top search coins. SafeMoon's freaking still on a rant. Bitcoin second top dog, and then Dogecoin.
SafeMoon, dude, that's not safe.
I know they keep getting listed on exchanges though.
They're buying their way in, maybe. I don't know.
This is really speculative, guys. I can't say it's for sure a freaking scam, but it's screaming scam to me.
Hey, you know what else is a valuable point? Let's look at CoinGecko if we could for a second. This is what I'm thinking. Let's see. Okay, so if we zoom in a little bit, we can see the prices. We see Bitcoin at 50,000. We see Ethereum at 2250. That brings me to one of my big points in here. If you want to know what coins to buy, you could look at what's like really holding up, what's being really defiant and holding up during this dip. So look at Ethereum. It's a little beast. It's a little bear. It just or like a little monster. It's just like, no, man, we're not budging. You know what I mean? We know, so like that to me, and also even Doge in a few other coins. That is a big one. VeChain. When I see those and they stay strong during the dip, and like if the dip starts to turn around slightly, they start to take off. That to me is a buy sign. Like, okay, when this market hits the lowest, those are things that I want to buy because it looks like they're going to recover the fastest and they're going to take off.
Yeah.
Also, Ethereum's a monster and it's overdue for an explosion, like to the upside. Like it should be like 4 or 5K by now is what I'm guessing, but that's just a rough estimate. Don't hold me to it. But in comparison to Bitcoin, let's just do that. So we got the leader, Bitcoin, and it's already tripled its all-time high of 20,000. It's already made it to 63,000. So it's been past its triple mark of all-time high. Ethereum hasn't even broken its 2 times all-time high yet, which would be around 2880, I believe. Or yeah, something like that, 2800-ish. So if we got those things going on, to me that's a huge, gigantic sign. You got the number 2 coin, and if all the coins follow the market, or if all the coins follow the king, and Bitcoin's the king, I think Ethereum's probably due next to hit its double and then potential triple all-time high, which would put it at double would do around 2,800, and then triple would put it around 4,300. So that's what I'm looking at. As soon as this whole correction mess gets out of the way, boom, Ethereum, bro, to the boom. You know, what do you think?
It's got huge potential, like you said. It hasn't 3x'd like Bitcoin. A lot of coins have already since then, but Ethereum hasn't. Litecoin hasn't. XRP hasn't. But a lot of coins have.
Stuff going on. That's understandable.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, in the top 10, those 3 coins have not 3x'd their all-time high.
This is true. Litecoin, yeah, that was pointing that out to you when Litecoin was at like $222.
Yeah.
I was like, I think that's a buy. And then I bought them, and then again, they didn't do anything for a week, and I watched BNB cruise, so I jumped on the BNB rocket. It's fucking stupid.
You know, I had a lot of Litecoin last cycle, 2017 or maybe 18, I'm not sure. I had a lot of them. I was just holding them, and they didn't seem to do much. So I ended up selling them. I made a little bit of money, but they didn't perform as well as I thought they would. But you just don't hear any news. You don't ever hear any news on Litecoin. Yeah, they've been around for a long time.
If you could jump to Litecoin real quick on Gecko and then go to like an exchange that's like a BTC to Litecoin trading pair, the danger is in the charts. It has bled against BTC for its history. It's just been down, 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 down. So that being said, at least historically speaking, that Litecoin is not a safe bet because it'll bleed. You would just be safer to buy Bitcoin and you'd make more money. But these things change over time. Narratives, the whole story changes over time. So before, I mean, you were looking at Bitcoin as a currency. It's now an asset. So because it's becoming in this builded this asset class, like an asset like gold or real estate, Litecoin is now looked at as like a silver. So it's not looked at as like, oh, this is another imitation currency of Bitcoin. No, it's now an asset, just like Bitcoin is an asset, and there's room for that asset in here instead of just a copy cryptocurrency, you know?
Right. I was trying to pull up a chart, but it's just...
It might have a hard time coming up, I was just thinking, because of, like, the stream could be, like, hogging the bandwidth.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's just cancel that idea.
So, guys, you can see it for yourself. If you go to any exchange that's a BTC to LTC trading pair, look over the history. You can see that coin is bled against Bitcoin. I think our next topic is my friend starting a business. So I had an interesting conversation with a friend the other day. Just to see, he wanted to hear my thoughts on the Bitcoin market and stuff. And it's a friend. I was catching up, so I was like, "What are you up to?" He does big things. He's in e-commerce. He makes somewhere from 50 grand to 100 grand a month in volume, or does 100 grand in volume to 50 grand in volume per month. With his normal business. So
wow.
He's a mover and shaker. He's always doing stuff. I said, what's new on the plate? He said, we're starting a new business. I put in 12 grand, etc. I've done this before. I've started new businesses, many failures and some successes that were awesome. But I do know this. They take effort, they take time, and they take money. What I thought to him, and I discussed this with him on my phone call with him, is, man, this is a monumental opportune moment. Like this is it. And it doesn't require time. It can require time for you to do your research, watch our videos and stuff. It can require money, but it doesn't require that much effort. So you don't have to work your butt off. You put your money in, you wait, and if you have the timing right, you make a lot of money. And you don't have to take, most importantly, you don't have to take the insane risk, because most businesses, when they start, sadly fail. They either run out of money for many reasons, but it's a bigger challenge. So also when I started a business, a website for crypto, matter of fact, like 6 months ago, I bailed on that because I thought this is lower risk and I don't have to do anything or spend my time trying to build a website, trying to piece things together and all this craziness. I'll just dump it all into crypto. So that's I was blown away that people are like trying to, it just goes to the level of awareness. Like there's still so many people that don't see this opportunity yet. So whoever's watching right now, kudos to you, my friend. You are still very early, and you will make a lot of money potentially if you do things right and stay in this bull cycle. I see this bull cycle ending potentially October-ish, or before the end of this year. Before the end of this year is the safest point. Corey, what do you think about that, man? Would you start a business right now with this opportunity on the plate?
So I'm kind of in a similar situation. I started making a video game, I talked about almost a year ago now.
Oh, yeah, but you've been working on that for
almost a year now, because I was just delayed. I had the idea. Everything was in my mind was complete. I just needed to send it to a designer, and it would get rolling. But the designer took forever. And then crypto started just booming, and it's just like, now, do I want to invest my $3,000 or whatever to finish the game, or do I want to just keep it in crypto? I like it in crypto right now, especially if you're doing things like yield farming where you can earn passive income. I mean, that's cool too. We can talk about that later, but look into that.
We can do a video on yield farming, dude. That's pretty cool what you're doing. This guy's making $100 a day.
More now, but yeah. If I found out how to dial in every day, you can find out the percentages and move to different pools. And yeah, I'm making like almost 200 now a day. I doubled what I was making. I started a little project about on the first of the month, so 24 days ago. And I'll just show your screen here. Started on the 331. I was my goal was to make $100 a day. I started off, I was making like 95 to 85. You see sometimes in there I got up to 220 one day. But average, I'm pulling out $100. But then within the last week or so,
Dude, that's sick though. Like, think about other people in other countries or whatnot. $100 a day would make them like the king.
Yeah.
$100 USD currency per day you'd be stoked.
Yeah. So I'm pretty stoked about that. It's only been run for 24 days, so my goal was to do it for a month. I was trying to get $100 a day, so $3,000 for 30 days. I've already cleared more than that. I think I'm at $4,000 already.
Dude!
And that's just on the earnings. The coins that I've bought have gone up in value. I think I put in like 11,000 in the beginning, and they're worth like 18,000 now. So those coin pairs went up in value. So we'll see where I'm at the end of the month. I don't know. I'll let you guys know. If you guys got any questions, comment, leave us a question.
Oh man, I'm looking at the chat right now. It actually says the chat disconnected and it's unable to connect to chat. Please try again later.
Ah. It's weird. I don't know how. How do you turn off chat live?
No, I think it just had a technical issue connecting. I don't know how to make it try again later. I don't know. But hey, guys, for real, if you have questions or really sorry, just we'll find a way. We'll find a way to communicate. I'm sure there'll be comments turned on after we finish the live. So please comment after. We'll try and get that fixed ASAP. Moving on, number 7, regulation. So, what are your thoughts on regulation, Corey?
I don't like it.
Eh?
I don't like
Tell
it. You're talking about the capital gains tax regulation, or you mean like you should tell the IRS what you're making and they want to tax you every year, just off of your trade?
And all above, you choose.
I don't like any of it. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I'm an American. I have to pay taxes.
Do you see any value in it at all? And do you see any good coming from it?
Just more people would trust it more. People that don't trust crypto because they're like, it's not regulated, which I don't know. It doesn't bother me, in my personal opinion. I don't care if it's not regulated. There's enough people in it that this community is strong enough that it'll stay alive by itself. But you treat crypto like cash. If you lose your $100 bill, you don't have it anymore. It's not like FDIC insured, where if you have $100 in your debit card in your bank and your debit card gets stolen, you still have the $100. It's not like that. So I mean, it's precious metal. It's like a precious thing that you collect. You know, you want to be responsible for it. I don't think anybody else should be responsible for it. What do you think?
I think everybody in the crypto community hates the idea because that's why crypto started, so we could eliminate these big dogs.
Yeah.
I think that I think it has a lot of good that comes with it. Also, the main thing, and like gigantic thing, is it'll bring in like a tidal wave of money, of new money. Like, just think if you're like my dad's like 80, like he doesn't want anything to do with crypto, and he hasn't for years. And even though I know, like, I'm pretty knowledgeable in the space and like have talked to him about it, he doesn't think it's trusted. He's like, who's it backed by? I'm like, who's the dollar backed by? But he doesn't want to get into any discussion. He's just like, it's just very volatile, and they could just pull the rug at any moment and all this stuff. For that reason, regulation will be gigantic. It'll bring in a tidal wave of new money, a tidal wave of new adoption. All these other bigger businesses will build on it, etc. Maybe they're just all waiting to pull the trigger. I mean, once there's regulation, maybe just money will just flood in, dude. Who knows? Like, I think that's a high probability. I think there's tons of people waiting on the sidelines that are like, regulated, I'm in. Let's do it. You know, like, that's why that's why federal banks were just approved to custody it, because custody means just hold.
Mm-hmm.
So like federal banks were approved like months back to be able to hold cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, etc., and probably XRP. My guess is why they're going to be selling it. So like now my 80-year-old dad can go to the bank and talk to the banker that he's been working with for the last 40 years or whatever, and they could explain to him this is what it is, instead of just some person on YouTube or something. There'll be a ton more trust, and they'll understand it more, and they'll say, okay, I feel this is backed by somebody now. It's backed by my bank, and they'll buy more. Many more people will buy.
Yeah, makes sense. There are those people that are saying I won't buy because there's no regulation. Well, this will stop that. If there is regulation, you have no reason not to buy now. So.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah. I think they're waiting. I think they want to. I think they really honestly do want to participate. They just want to eliminate any possibility of feeling that they would get screwed over, you know?
Yeah.
Which they may have felt like in the last few years. There was nobody governing it, you know, nobody like a rule maker. You know? So, makes sense. I think that's about it, man. I really wish we had the freaking chats going. I don't know what happened there. I think it broke.
I did a test. I did a test comment and it showed up. So I think I don't know. It's working for us. We can make comments.
That's weird. Maybe it's just on my end that I seen that thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
Let me check again. I'm opening up in a weird. Maybe it's just on my end. Different tab now. That I seen that thing. I don't know. Sorry.
It's okay.
Alright, so say something. Hello.
I'm going to take a few seconds to show up here.
Oh, yeah, so we got it.
Yeah, we got it.
Alright. Well, anyways, I think I got to get back to work here soon.
Oh, yeah. We took Mike away from his work. He had to clock out for lunch, and he skipped his lunch just to be here with you guys. Dedication.
That's right, man. I'm going to go eat something real fast.
Yeah, guys, subscribe, comment. We'll get to the questions later on our next stream, and sign up for the notifications, and you'll get notified next time we go live. We're gonna try to do more of these, a couple of these a week. You know, it means we can. We like it. If you guys like it, we'll keep doing it.
My God, if we could make one a day, I'd be freaking stoked, because the market changes so quickly.
Yeah.
For right now, though, like, no need to freak out. Let's show that one photo of all the Bitcoin dips.
Oh, yeah.
In 2017. So if you look here,
oops,
there's been many corrections. This is something from Altcoin Daily. They're another great YouTuber. I highly recommend check them out. They're good for like they got a lot of new like crypto news, like up to date news. But anyways, we got this chart. Look at all the dips. So like guys, we're like at like we're not even I don't think at 30% correction yet. So it can go down further, but it will recover because we're still in a full bull cycle. So hang in there. Subscribe to the channel, please like, and turn on the bell. Then you know when we go live. Like Corey said, we want to do a ton more of these.
Awesome. All right, cool, guys. Well, if you enjoy it, follow us. Have a good one.